Boy, there's generosity, and that's your weekly giving, your tithing. Exceptional generosity is doing so in a joyful fashion, above and beyond what you would normally give.
I don't think it necessarily refers to money or to time or to talents or things like that. I think it more refers to the outpouring of whatever you have. And so if God puts that on your heart, whatever that happens to be, that you should do it. You should do it fully. It should probably hurt a little bit.
Our giving today keeps the church going on an even keel on a daily basis or a yearly basis, but we need exceptional giving to meet our need here.
Generosity in itself, right, is doing something without the expectation of anything in return. But when you add that word exceptional generosity, takes it to that next level.
Sacrificial is going above and beyond. We might have to sacrifice something to do that. Maybe we've got to give up taking a trip somewhere or just something that we sacrifice so that we may give to God.
We don't bat an eye when we're like, oh, I deserve coffee this morning, instead of like, how many days can you give up your coffee and donate? So, I think you could think in terms of that, because I know I've gotten creative and like again, going back to that, what can I give up? But when you're looking at the big picture and you mention thousands of dollars, you're like, oh, I need that. But when you break it apart, you can do it. It's an achievable goal.
Like today I was thinking about how I want a new set of golf clubs. I want to trade in my old golf clubs and get a new set. And then it just hit me. That stuff is going to rust. Those golf clubs are going to just hit balls into water. They're not going to benefit the kingdom of God.
Am I giving out of comfort? Or am I giving, what's easy to give? Or am I truly giving out of the blessings that He has given me?
What I would say to encourage others to that are looking to give for the next 50 years, I would encourage them to just take the time to really think about what they see in the future and what they want this church to be, and how God is going to use them to turn this church into what we want it to become. It's a different form of investment, right? Because if we invest in the future of our church, we're going to see our faith grow, and we're going to see those needs being taken care of. And there's a level of trust that is hard sometimes to think about.
I would encourage someone to think about eternity when they're preparing their gift. When they're thinking about what they're going to give, think about what that money is going to do for the kingdom of heaven eternally. Store up treasures not on earth where moth and vermin destroy. Store up treasures in heaven.
Pray with that specific prayer and just have that conversation with God. What do you want me to give? And listen, because we as humans will tend to barter with God and say, oh, well, yeah, but really, just listen.
Who made all the sacrifices for us? Let's take into consideration the sacrifice that God made and Jesus made for us. And so we have to take that into consideration. Have that in the back of your mind either. Let's be thankful for everything we have. Is glory be to God.